Let's say you came from a funeral, which I hope it don't happen. But the point is, if you just came from a funeral, it's understandable. You are sad because it's a sad moment. But if you never had suicide thoughts, and all sudden after this funeral you having this kind of thoughts, chances are, since you were at this lowest frequency place known as the cemetery, on top of that where spirits can roam around, whether good spirit or bad, sometimes we might get a spirit attached to us from the cemetery. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to The Mind is the Altar. Before we start, I just want to say thank you for subscribing to The Mind is the Altar. If you just found out about The Mind is the Altar, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe. Also comment and share. Now, let's talk about spirit attachment, right? Understand something. Every day we are exposed to a lot of so-called positive and negative energy influences. Some are created within ourselves through our habitual thoughts, feelings, emotion, which is energy in motion, and also our behaviors. Now, not all spirits that attach themselves to you are bad. Some they are there to help you, and some are family members who are not ready to let go yet. But there are some that are very negative spirits. When they were here on earth, when they were in the physical body, they used to be angry, they had bad behavior, they just hated the world. And now that they have the chance or they have the option to manipulate the lowest frequency that you are surrounded by, they can do that. Or if they have the ability to possess you, they will do that. So this is where it comes from, to where people have anger issues, and they show all these bad symptoms because of these negative spirits that are attached to them. How many times have you seen on the news that a man, a kid, or a woman killed all their family members because the voices in their head told them to do so? And sometimes they say, oh, this is the devil. Well, it could be either one. But also, let's not forget about the negative entities, negative spirits that surround us that we can see. This is the kind of spirit that you need to be careful with. On the other side, on a side note, some are not even spirits. Some are entities that they're very dark entities that nobody have ever seen them before. But I don't want to get too deep into it. These negative spirit attachments can happen in early childhood. After that, when the child grows to adulthood, there might be signs that something is not right. So you gotta look at the signs. You gotta watch your kid. You gotta see if they're talking to an imaginary friend. Is it a good one? Is it a bad one? You gotta look at the signs. You gotta look at their behavior. Now, as an adult, they won't understand why they repeat certain harmful behaviors or addictions. Negative spirits are more likely to attach themselves with people who are on their lowest frequency. Your thoughts are energy, your words are energy, and your actions are also energy. The strongest energy is when we're having a sad thought, depressed, anxiety, and angry. And this is when we are most vulnerable. Therefore, our aura is not protected. This can allow any dark entities, any dark spirit to manipulate our thoughts and our thinking, and our energy. Sometimes this is why when we are angry, we get thoughts we never had before, and we end up doing the unthinkable. Some spirits, they don't know some spirits, they don't know that they're no longer alive. So they continue doing their day-to-day routine. And they even walk with you and try to talk to you because then they're not aware that they're not like really here on this physical realm anymore. There are a lot of signs of spiritual attachment. Some of them are feeling like someone is standing next to you, or watching you. You ever just, you're doing something and all of a sudden you just feel, you have this, the sixth sense. You have one of the sense that you can just sense somebody standing behind you, but you turn around, nobody's there, and you're like, oh, that's creepy. And then there's also this moody behavior, anger, and feeling lost and confused. And this random waking up in the middle of the night because you feel like someone's watching you sleep. A certain pattern behavior that you take pleasure doing. The list goes on and on. But please, keep in mind to see your doctor first. If your doctor says nothing is wrong with you, everything looks fine, every scan, x-ray looks fine, maybe it's time to clean your aura or your chakras. See, when you feel like you have spiritual attachment to you, there are a lot of methods that you can do this to, get rid of them. I can do another video of that. Let me know if you want me to. And, just make sure you cleanse and you clean your chakra so you can be on your highest frequency. I want you to understand something. God has given you a light to protect you from dark entities. When we are on our lowest frequency, this light is not as bright anymore. And this can act as a portal for dark entities using your energy field to manipulate you. I'm going to have to cut this short from here. Again, thank you for watching. If you watch the whole audio, feel free to subscribe, like, comment. I will see you in my next video. Have a blessed day.